Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and welcome to our new game, Dairoku, Ayakashimori, or Agents of Sakuratani. I'm not sure which one. I mean, when you load in, it says Dairoku, Ayakashimori, but I'm assuming Agents of Sakuratani is the English name they decided to slap in there. Either way, same damn game, but yay! I'm just popping around in the menu here so that it doesn't, like, start loading a theme song where we get slapped in the face with, you know, copyright or anything. And hopefully music and everything sounds good. I've tried to test. I feel like the background music in this game is actually a little bit louder than in other games, but, you know, than the last ones we played, but whatever. Anyway, so, from the back of the case, oversee worlds of wonder. Able to see what others cannot, Agent Shino Akitsu works for a secret government organization monitoring powerful beings who travel between realms. Part gatekeeper, part travel guide, she does her best to keep these otherworldly individuals from getting into interdimensional trouble. And obviously, all of our little love interests and boyfriendos are like Ayakashi, which is kind of awesome. I feel like that's a popular theme all of a sudden lately. But, yeah. So, like usual, what we do, hi, if you're new here, hi, welcome, we do shitty voice acting. I do not play with the voice acting on in the game. If that's going to bother you, leave now. Don't be an asshole and leave douchey comments that are like, oh, it's no voice acting. Yeah, we don't do that here. So, like, so many people do that, and I guess it's because, like, I don't warn you ahead of time, but I'm warning you now. Like, just please leave nicely. The people that are here that watch, that are frequenters, watch for my shitty voice acting. Because that's just how we do things. If you're looking for someone who's not going to leave commentary or is going to expect you to read along, we don't do that. I hold everybody's hand and I read for you with my bad voice acting. And I'm not going to change it now because everyone's used to it and we have fun with the bad voices. God, they're terrible. But they're so much fun, especially the Irish accent, you know? I don't even know if I should call it that, but whatever. Anyway. So, we also will be using Otome Kitten's guide. We always use Otome Kitten's guides. They seem to work quite well for us. So pulling up that, in the review, basically I'm going to read the review off that. It's similar to what's on the back, what I just read to the back of the case. So, or maybe not. No, okay, maybe it's not. Anyway, ever since she could remember, Shino Akitsu has had the ability to see what others cannot, spirits, apparitions, and indescribable creatures. As an adult, this talent leads her to join a secret government agency, the Occult Action Department. Her assignment is with the 6th Special Preventions Office. I don't know why that is like a tongue twister. And her job is to monitor the powerful beings who travel between her world and the worlds beyond. From her office in Sakuratani, a town in a different dimension... Oh, nice. Okay. Agent Akitsu meets several otherworldly individuals with vastly different personalities and abilities. A 9-tailed fox spirit, a mischievous oni, and more. Part gatekeeper, part travel guide, she does her best to get to know these entities and keep them from getting into interdimensional trouble. And as we go, you'll recognize the art. It is the same artist who did Bad Apple Wars. So, yeah. And now we usually use the guides to see if there's like a recommended route order. In this case, only Tokitsugu is recommended to, he has some spoilers for the finale route, so it's recommended to do him last, but the other 4 love interests you can do in any order you want, but we'll probably use the guide and do Shiratsuki first, because that's the recommended route order, and that'll keep it straight in my head. Plus, I think... as you're doing this, there is a flow chart in this one from what I understand and just looking at things, which was similar to Psychedelica of the Black Butterfly. There was like a weird flow charty thing. So I'm not really sure how that works out in this one. So I was like, oh, well, we should just go, we'll just play it and see who the hell we get. With the hope that we don't get what's-his-face, because we shouldn't play him first. With my luck, I would, because he is my favorite. I'm like, you're like the end round, but you're pretty, I like you. So, yeah, and I just didn't want to, I'm like, Plus, with the flowchart thing, I was like, that might be really complicated if we don't use a guide, Because, like, it's been a long time since we've done anything that had, like, an actual... Well, if I'm thinking of the Psychedelica flowchart where it was like, shit's here, 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 and then it goes over here, and then this is over here, and it was really fucking kind of confusing without a guide. I don't know if we used a guide at first, but we had to use one to be able to figure out what the fuck was going on. Or not like flowcharts where it's like, here's a chapter, oh, and then there's an ending off that, and then chapter, where it's basically like a straight shot. I'm talking about like a confusing motherfucking, like, flowchart. So that's my assumption here when they say flowchart. So I think we will kind of do that. So we'll start with Shiratsky first. And so I'm just going to read the notes on his thing. The flowchart can only be 100% cleared after completing the entire game. Makes sense. There are 2 ways to unlock the friendship ending. One's by following the save prompts in this walkthrough, and another's by loading the game through chapter select and choosing start with low relationship. Both unlock certain dialogues in the flowchart. So it makes it sound like there's different ones for that. I'm not sure. Anyway. Shiratsky's bachelor perspectives can all be found in chapter 5. You'll need to read them to achieve 100% completion for this route. Okay. There are no locked routes, and then the personal recommended play order is Shiratsky, Hira, Akuro, Shu, and then Tokitsugu. Tokitsugu, Seimi. But so... whatever we call him, because sometimes it's Seimi and sometimes it's Tokitsugu in things. So I don't know. Whichever one. He's got 2 names, so you think most people have a first and last name, but like, are we calling him by his first name? Do we call him by his last name? Wow, what are you doing? Holy shit, guys. Simmer down. So anyway, well, we'll see how far we get, but I'm going to make my guide really big so I can see what the hell is going on, and I can put it far away from me on my tablet, and then we are going to start. And I don't know if we get to change her name. We do! Yes! Okay. Good, because we like to make this as awkward as possible. Oh my god, we can make her name super all caps. So it's Spacey! I wish there were exclamation points. So I could be like, Spacey! Or question marks. Done. Spacey! Akitsu. Akitsu? Yes. Yeah, we'll keep our last name. They probably won't ever call us by our last name, so. The light is poking me in the eyes right now. Non-human life forms. Mysterious subjects from ancient times that are invisible to the mortal eye. Wow, that was fucking weird. It was like, and then it was all there. Okay. Anyway, mysterious subjects from ancient times that are invisible to the mortal eye. I thought I put the text speed up high, but maybe not. Okay. We'll see if it's just this. Beings that usher in panic and fear, triggering anomalies in the physical world. Are you watching? It's really weird because it's like it's typing each letter, and then all of a sudden it just skips everything, slaps it all together. Like, that's really that's weird. It's gonna kind of, I just want it all there. Anyway, beings that usher in panic and fear, triggering anomalies in the physical world. People call them monsters, demons, or Ayakashi, trying to dispel their existence through prayer and divination. I'm skipping because, like, through, so it doesn't, because that's, I can't read that slow. But mortals lack the power to face such life forms, which only leads to animosity. Turn the clock back to the Heian period when mortals battled the Ayakashi. A single person takes the stage. They suggested creating a realm for the Ayakashi. Mortals and Ayakashi together breed conflict. Their separation could lead to lasting peace. Peace in a realm for the Ayakashi. Okay. Ooh! This is pretty! Sakuratani, a new realm for the undead. All due to a lone soul who sought peace between mortals and Ayakashi. Ooh, that's pretty. I also just like, because it's like purples and pinks and shit, but it's really pretty. That's a pretty tree. Something's gonna happen to that fucking tree. Look at those, like, black marble walls. Urgh. I didn't anticipate a physical exam. Okay, see, this is going faster. I guess it's just the weird the prologue stuff was... Well, this is the prologue, but you know what I mean. Those title-y things. The previous bit was just really weird with the loading, so... Anyway. A government job is a stable job. Apply today! I came here for that one reason and was currently in the middle of taking an employment test for the government, but God, I hate those two employment tests. This test doesn't feel like something a normal applicant has to go through. They normally went through 2 rounds of testing before finalists were chosen. Also, I just want to point out for anybody, because I feel like the people who know me or have looked up and know anything about this game at all are like, wait, Spacey, you didn't. Yes, Jun Fukuyama is a voice in this game, but he is not a dateable character, and I'm upset about it. Let me date that man. Okay? I want to be like, turn off all the character voices except for his. Fuck it, I don't care. Just listen to his goddamn beautiful voice. I love him to death. I also love Daisuke Ono, in case you're new here, but Jun Fukuyama, I would do anything for that man. I don't know. I love him. I adore that man. He's the most precious thing in the world. Okay? I have a problem. I was very excited when this one and Budoshana that's coming out next year. Well, this year, actually. Yeah, my God. Yeah, because this came out technically last year. Anyway, it's coming out sometime this year, maybe. He's a voice, and I was very excited. And then when I saw that he was not a dateable character in this game, I was very disappointed. I know we don't listen to the voice acting, but bitch, I don't care. I'll play it later and just be like, just talk to me. And then just listen to him talk to me. But no, can't be, no. Anyway. They normally went through 2 rounds of testing before finalists were chosen. Also, if you're new here, we talk a lot through these. So if you don't like that, please leave and don't leave douchey comments. I'm just saying this because there's people like, oh, you don't have the voice acting on. Oh my God, you talk too much. This is what we do. You can leave without being assholes about it. For everybody else, welcome aboard. We're an asshole. We do shitty voice acting. We talk a lot through these games. That's why it takes us like 80 to 90 hours when everyone's like, it's like a 40-hour game. It takes twice as long when you're me. We theorize. We complain. We like just squee and gush and yeah. And I will tell you, if you're the type of person, we cater to those of you who are listening and multitasking, because that's what I do. So that's also why I read for you. And because we got to do the fun voice acting also. But I will let you know when the CGs come up, because I'm here for you. But that's about it. That's it. I don't usually do my spiel to welcome new people because I just assume the same like 30 people are here watching these as are always here. 30 people might be generous, but whatever. But I don't feel like there's like so many new people each time we start a new game, but so I never welcome new people, but welcome. Anyway. It was a clerical job with the government, and I'd been preparing for what might happen with my professors and academic advisors. Despite my internal objections, I had my own reasons for taking the physical exam. I wanted a taste of it before the normal test, hoping on the off chance I'd pass it too, and according to the cards inside the little game... Oh, it doesn't tell us how old we are. Huh. All the other cards, it tells you how old they are, which, by the way, is like... anywhere from... Our... Tokitsugu is like a normal person. He's 26, and everybody else ranges from 734 to like 2,500. So like, I'm just saying, but it doesn't say how old we are. Anyway, I wanted to taste of it before the normal test, hoping on the off chance I'd pass it. Okay. The written test is usually taken separately. Since my interview was scheduled for today, I decided to study up and just go for it. The written exam did happen today, and the interview is next, but still. They said this physical exam was special, but is it even necessary for a job like this? This test was for a more specialized job, like a police cadet or a military recruit. Maybe since it's provisional, they're scouting for any applicants with a certain aptitude. But if that's the case, they should have noted it on the instructions before the test. I had no idea it was going to exercise, and it looks like all the applicants, myself included, came in normal clothes. Those testing for the police came prepared. I guess the people who were planning on taking the test brought a change of clothes. The rest of us, here for the written test and an interview, didn't have extra clothes, and were forced to complete the 10 tests in our suits. I think working out in this attire made me more exhausted than I would have been in active wear. Well, yeah, think about like a fucking actual fitted suit blazer. That shit's hot to begin with, and then you gotta like run or do... Ugh. We had a short break before our interview, but I barely had time to take a breather. Also, then you're going to be super sweaty, and then you're going, hi, here's my interview. Don't mind that I smell like really funky BO, because I'm wearing a fucking suit blazer, which is definitely not breathable, and also very thick and hot, and I'm sweating to death, and so, yeah. Yeah, the funk is me. I brought the funk, and not in the right kind of way. Those exercises really messed up my outfit, and my makeup's practically melting off. I'd rather not interview like this. My friend helped me practice putting on makeup to make a good impression, but it was useless now. It's kind of funny how, like, every single Otome heroine is always like, I don't know how to make up. I don't know how to wear a dress. I don't know how to girl. And yet, you're like the daintiest wallflowers all the time. I have a hope that if she's going to be working for this agency and doesn't know how to put on makeup, that she at least knows how to punch a bitch, because I also hate that I'm tough and I can do things, but also I cannot. I'm going to need you to punch someone. I don't care if the man needs to still rescue you, you still need to be able to punch someone. Like, I punched him, and I broke my knuckles, but I still punched him at least. You know, I'm just saying. I like a bitch with some spunk, okay? Anyway. Is there a vending machine? I'm parched. There's no point in continuing to sit out here in the hallway. After a drink, I'll try to fix my makeup. I've got time before the first results come in. I think there's a restroom over here. I do like the little text box, like the little pattern on it. It's really pretty. I want to color it in. I want to print it out and just color it with markers. Trying to recall the building's layout, I looked for a vending machine when I heard a voice. Oh, that's our boyfriend! Okay, also, point, I didn't even realize this until just now. Okay, I thought it skipped when I was talking. I was like, it better not auto-skip. He has his eyes closed, and generally, when we play games... Saint Germain effect. If they have their eyes closed and they don't open their eyes, they're going to stab us at some point. So, I love you, but I'm not sure if I trust you. Also, I do love him. He's adorable. I don't know, he was my favorite. He's getting the wonderful, terrible Irish accent. You're welcome! Ahem. Because I only have like 5 voices in my repertoire. Okay? And they have to just fit somehow. I technically have like 6, but I don't, sometimes when I look, I'm like, I don't remember what the 6th one is. I don't. I mean, sometimes I just give him a normal voice. But like, that's not as fun as the Irish, so let's try this. It's been like a couple days since I've done the Irish accent. Or a couple weeks, actually, so... Maybe not for you, depending on if you're watching our other game or the last one or whatever, but it's, for me, recording-wise, it's been a couple weeks. And every time we start a game, I get, like, almost, like, stage fright. Like, okay, we're recording. Oh my god, I have to do the voices now. I literally recorded shit yesterday and did voices, but doing it today is like, but it's a new game, and it's like, I gotta do them for the first time, and it's awkward. I don't know why. We've been doing these voices for fucking years. Years! Ages! Eternity! Alright. Yeah, but you're the one who asked me to administer the examination. I don't know if it works for him, but it's okay. It's gonna have to work. That was the Proctor from the first test, the really handsome, adorable one who has his eyes closed and I didn't realize, and he's probably gonna kill us. Or stab us, or he seems nice, but he's gonna be the shadiest motherfucker to ever shade. I'm okay with that. I'm just saying. Look, he's so precious. I love him. But he's got his eyes closed, and he's got, like, a little pouty mouth. Like, what is that? I love this. I kind of... Okay, so, like, it's not... Just hold on and let me finish this. Because, like, it's not my favorite art style. There was, like, oh my god, I love this. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. But I like this because it's different, and it's still really pretty. But it's, like... It's not, oh my god, this is my favorite. It is the best. It's not there. I still like it, and there's not, I'm not like, eh. No, I love it still, but I love it in a different way than like, oh my god, it's my favorite. It's like, there's that, this is the most beautiful thing, and I'm gonna put it on a pedestal. It's like SS tier, and then there's S tier, where you're like, I still fucking love it, but like, slightly less than my favorite. And like, but I still love this. But, like, if you had to choose only one art style to play, this probably wouldn't be what I would choose. But I do like it because it's different. But it's not different where sometimes you're like, it's different, but not in a good way. You're like, it's different in a beautiful way. You know what I mean? It's like watercolory, sketchy. Like, you know what I mean? It's very simple. Like, his face has got simple lines. And simple, but it's like almost watercolor? His outfit definitely is not simple, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I just want to point that out. He's beautiful. In his, like, sort of simple design. I can't explain it. Anyway, not the point. But he's just adorable. But I like his simple little pouty mouth. It's just a little line. Anyway, he was sitting by the vending machine talking on his phone. Next to him, an older man in Japanese attire was watching him carefully. Traditional Japanese clothes? I don't recall seeing him in the testing area, and he'd have been hard to miss. Okay, what is happening? Do you see it? Okay, so I think they need to work on the, like, text thing, because that's slightly awkward, where it's been flowing pretty easy, and then this one it's like, it's going real slow, and then it's all there. You might not be noticing it because if you're like multi-time, but it's really disjointing, and it's like, what the fuck is happening? And we're probably going to end up skipping text by accident, because I'm going to be like, I can't sit here and wait for that to fill. Anyway. Is that him talking, though? Or is it the... I'm just going to assume it's him. Anyway. It's a basic test, so don't count on it. I think it's better to scout them in town. Right, okay. I'll try my best. But if we move, it'll cause problems later. Right, because he's on his phone, so. And he's definitely going to stab us with the fact that he doesn't open his eyes. I didn't even realize that when I looked at the art. Is that like that on the case? Yeah, he is, but it's like, because he's got such a jovial, happy face. Oh, well, no. On his card, there's like the, like, smiling with his eyes closed, and then like the faded in the background, like, picture he's got his eyes open. But that's probably when right before he stabs us. And then even in the back cover, inside, he's got his eyes open. You know? So I guess I just did not assume that his sprite would have his eyes closed the whole motherfucking time. Oh, yep, on the front cover he does too. Oh. Huh. Okay, I'm just saying. You can't trust a character that never has their eyes open. Because the second they open their eyes, that's when shit gets stabby. 2, possibly now the 3rd time that I can think of in my brain right now. I'm just saying. Anyway, in that case, maybe it shouldn't be ours alone. We can get an outside proctor. Okay, well, don't count on it. The proctor ended his call with a sigh. I really wanted to buy my drink, so I hurried by with a quick bow as I approached the machine. God, they're not the only ones who were short-staffed. If it was so easy, we wouldn't be here, would we? God, what am I gonna do? I thought I heard someone mumbling behind me, but I ignored it and just bought my drink, grabbed it, and turned around to walk back. Well, I guess I should call it Suya. He'll probably get here before they announce the people who passed the first test. As the proctor gazed at the ceiling, I walked past the man in Japanese attire. What the hell just happened? The next moment, the man vanished in smoke. I was so surprised my drink almost fell out of my hands. What? So that person was invisible? Hey, you. Yes? I was panicking inside as he called to me, but was somehow able to maintain my composure. I'm sure this guy didn't just see what I did, so maybe he just thinks I'm being weird. It was pointless. I just have to assume nothing happened. The moment they vanished was so well timed, it's hard to imagine it was a coincidence. Yet, I was lost in my thoughts as the man sat up, focusing his gaze on me. How? He's got his eyes closed! Like I looked deep into his eyes. How? It's always funny when they do that. Based on your outfit, are you an applicant? Yes, I'm Spacey Akitsu. I introduced myself, then he stood. Spacey, huh? The one in the suit with the quick sidestep. I'm convinced your ancestors were ninjas. There's just something about that smile on his face right now that is just like so sus. Because he has his eyes closed. No, I come from a pretty normal family. His comment surprised me more than the fact that he remembered me, So I blurted out my response. Oh, I know that. Man, kids these days have no sense of humor. Kids, you're 26! Kids these days. Am I right? Nudge, nudge to Grandma Spacey over here.
Listen here, whippersnapper. I'll smack you with my cane. You're just a fucking baby. If she's a baby, you're a toddler.
That's fucking hilarious. He's weird. I'd rather not keep engaging him. I want to rest and prepare for the interview. He's weird. I love him. Makes sense. Sorry. Hey, if we're done talking here, I'm in a rush. Excuse me. Oh, hi! I don't know does this count as a CG? It might actually, because, but like, look at, just tell me that face is not sus as fuck. Oh, we got pretty purple eyes. We're cute. I bowed and began to turn, but he grabbed my shoulder from behind. Oh yeah, he really does have his hand on her shoulder. He's like, right all up in your shit. Hey, how you doing? Hey, hold on a minute. Did you see something just now? No, I didn't. Something fell off, so I lied instinctively. Wait, he asked if I saw. Can he see too? Maybe he was just being curious. There aren't that many that can actually see, and even among those who can, it's rare to meet someone who can recognize it. Those who are able to recognize what they see usually avoid it. Others have a staring habit. I couldn't tell if the Proctor was able to see, but he seemed unfazed. I wasn't able to tell what he was referring to. I'll give myself more work if I just nod. I'd rather not get into this now. I've always been able to see what others couldn't. I realized it for the first time on a visit to my grandmother's when I was very young. My grandmother wasn't able to see the little girl that I saw. My worried grandmother gave me an amulet to always carry with me for protection. She made me promise to keep the fact that I was able to see things a secret. My grandmother's always worried about me. I don't know if any of it was true, but she often told me about the god of the amulet. As I got older, I realized these unseen things were better known as ghosts or monsters, and I came to understand why she kept it a secret. I usually tried my best to pretend that I didn't notice them when I was around others. But this was different from the shadowy beings. The man in the Japanese clothes was so casual. I was convinced he was a human. Hey, are you listening, Miss Spacey Akitsu? As I heard the voice, I snapped out of it and noticed a face peering at me. He's just like... But there was something, like, it's one point you're like, look, he looks so happy, but it's a little suspicious, too. Like, oh, whoa, sorry. Not the response I was looking for. Don't get too scared now. I stepped away at once, looking at him as he shrugged. I'm sorry, your face was too close and it scared me. Apologies. It's nothing to worry about. So back to the topic at hand. What startled you a moment ago? Hold on a second. I want to see something. Options. I wonder if... Okay, hold on. Message speed. Skip speed. Audio sync. Window shake. No? Because, like... Skip speed... There's auto speed and message... Message speed is pretty fast. I was just like, maybe there's a different thing for, like, when they're talking, when it's somebody else talking and not just the normal, like, narrating. But, yeah, it's not. There's, like, although, exit skip mode. Why is that? I don't know. That was defaulted to off, and I think I turned it on by accident. But, like, yeah, I just kind of figured that maybe there was, like... Because there were so many weird things in here that I'm like, I don't know what these are! I just thought maybe... When there was another speed for when characters are talking, but there's really not. So I don't understand why it goes so fucking slow, and then other times it's fine. It just seems like a glitch in the game matrix, I guess. I don't know, but that's gonna get... I'll get used to it, but it's gonna be annoying for the first few parts. But anyway. He asked with the same smile. If I chose wrong, I know that he'd notice. See how fast it's going? Like, I just need to act normal. I can just give him an excuse like I always do. I took a deep breath. I thought you were a fellow applicant. When I realized you were the proctor, I started to panic a little. I felt guilty lying to him, but I had no choice. And then it comes up to him and it's... and then, like, but for the first line, and then the second one just magically appears. It's fucking weird. Anyway. Is that right? You sure that's all? His nonchalance shifted into a pointed question. I wonder if he realized. It's true. I'm sorry, but I want to go check the results, so you'll have to excuse me. I bowed and began to walk away. Results, huh? I shouldn't have, but I responded to his tone. Excuse me? You're very confident that you'll pass the test. I just found that to be quite impressive. Wow! He's a little snarky, isn't he? Well, who comes to take a test and intends to fail? His smile grew. He seemed happy with my response. You got me there. Good luck on your job hunt. Oh, you might want to fix your face first, though. Oh, wow. The proctor patted my shoulder and disappeared into the hallway. God, what a weird person. But, right. My makeup ran because of the test. So many things happened, one after the other. I must have looked so pathetic just now. I couldn't help but feel self-conscious about it. Although he backed off, his tone lingered in the air. I'm sure this left a bad impression if he was the proctor for the second test, too. Checking the time, I realized the announcements were about to start, so I ran to the lobby. Interviewer A. Please stand by until your name is called. After all that happened, I checked the results, got ready, and made it to the interview. That man is not here. I saw the proctor who was there when I took the written test, but the man I saw earlier wasn't anywhere to be seen. It's not like I was looking for him, but I did consider for a second that maybe he too was able to see. Excuse me. I stood up. Yes? I'm sorry, there was a mistake. Your interview is actually in another room. Could I have you go there instead? Sure. I took the paper and headed where he instructed. Is everyone else but me in that room? I can't be the only one going for this job. I was feeling anxious to be going in alone when I saw a man in a suit by the door. Before I could finish, the man knocked. I feel like it's boyfriend in that room. And he thinks that we can see, and we were going for job A, and he's pulling us into job B. You know what I mean? Because he's like, you can see things, and like, you're gonna, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't feel like she was going for the job, because even though we know, like, oh, she's gonna work in Sakuratani, right, and like, deal with the Ayakashi and shit like that, I don't feel like that's the job she's going for. She's like, I'm going for this job, this office job here, and then he's like, wait, you can see, like, that ghost dude? Nah, wait, I got the job for you. You know what I mean? Accidental X-Files. Anyway, come in. I don't know who it is. I stood tall and took a deep breath. Pardon me. The man in the suit slowly opened the door for me. When I looked beyond the door, my mouth dropped. You're kidding me. Yep, it's boyfriend. I kind of assumed, but yep. I think that's the Jun Fukuyama character. I think that's Tokiwa. He looks like he's supposed to be like the director or like I forget what his title is. Hold on. Because I think I looked up his character because I was like, which one is he? And then I'm like, wait, I can't date him. Chief Tokiwa. I just can't imagine. I'm just trying to imagine Jun Fukuyama's voice coming out of this precious little bean. Oh my god. I love him. He's adorable. Anyway. On the left is the weird proctor from earlier. And that means... Oh, I don't feel good about this. I'm not sure which one's saying, thank you, you may leave us now, but okay. The man in the suit bowed and vanished. Oh, so he... Okay, so we... Okay, so he... Okay. Oh, I knew it. Oh, no, the guy with the suit let us in and was... Okay, so there's... This is the... It's so confusing. There's a guy in the suit standing by the door. We knock. Guy in the suit ushers us in. They're here. Guy in the suit leave. Okay, there's 4 people in this scenario right now. It's just slightly confusing. I think I'm just dumb. Anyway. Oh, I knew it.
That face. See? You can see it. You can't make any more excuses, Miss Spacey Akitsu.
I had no confidence I could get out of this one. I knew that silence was a form of affirmation, but I couldn't think of a better excuse. See what? A man one normally shouldn't be able to see opened the door for me, and I walked right in. Oh, wait, how do I get to the guy? How do I... Wait. How do you... I don't know. Wait. Hold, before we go there. I want to go to options. How do I go to How do I get to dictionary? Do I have to, like, go there and do it? Button map. Oh, there is no, like, quick hit button to go to the dictionary that I can... Wait, yeah, no. Left and right is skip messages. Left is backlog. Oh, so I'm going to have to go here. That's going to be an... Okay, that's what I don't like. When they're... Oh, wait. No, I tried to hit the up button, the up arrow. That's usually what does it, but that's not it.
Miss Spacey, that was my Shikigami.
Shikigami. That's all. Okay.
I'll spare you the details for now, but if you can see him, it means you have special powers.
Yeah, no, you've got to hit the guide button and then go to dictionary to see. And then you've got to go over here. I don't like that. That's annoying. I don't like that. I want a button that takes me to the dictionary, but I don't see one because I clicked all the arrow buttons. We already know what some of the other ones do. I just want a button that takes me to the dictionary when you give me a guide word instead of having to do this because this just takes like 3 hours. It's just very inconvenient is what I'm saying. So anyway. Shikigami, powerful spirits that on Mihoji... Tour guide Spacey, sorry. Shikigami, powerful spirits that on Mihoji make use of, some of which turn Ayakashi into Shikigami. Those with sealing powers are the prize of the gods. There you go. Anyway. I see. What about my interview? I wanted to collect my thoughts. It was rude to interrupt, but I had to know.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. This is the interview, I guess.
The I guess concerned me, but he motioned for me to sit, so I did. It is. I just want to hold him and pet him. Because he's our Jun Fukuyama character. There is something about him that reminds me of... Oh my god. I don't know why. It's just something about the sass in his face reminds me of Takeru in freaking Color X Melons. he's got a little Sasazuka in him, doesn't he? Like, there's just something about him. It could be the floofy hair too, but like, I love you. Anyway. We're just gonna, I don't really have voices for other side characters, so Tokyo's gonna have a normal voice because, you know, he's just... Yeah, I don't really have... We'll work it out. Maybe I'll figure out something. But anyway. I'm Mitsuya Tokiwa. This is my subordinate.
Hey! Sorry for not introducing myself earlier. I'm Tokitsugu Seimi.
Seimi? Yeah, it's Seimi. Anyway.
Greetings, Miss Spacey.
Subordinate? So he's the boss. He looks so young, though, but he has the sexiest voice. One of them. I don't know why. Look, I get it. Daisuke Ono has a sexy voice. Junichi Suabe has a goddamn sexy voice. Okay. But Jun Fukuyama's voice is just like my happy place. I just want to roll up into a ball and live in his voice, okay? I want the man to read anything. The dictionary, the Bible. I don't care. I don't even care if I don't understand a fucking word that you're saying. Just read me the fucking Odyssey. The Iliad, I don't know, everything from Greek mythology, just everything. The longest book and record, and then just, like, everyone. I just want to listen to you talk. That's it. I just want to hear him speak, because his voice is, like, It's just so nice. And it's like a cozy blanket. You just want to curl up in it. I don't know why it does it to me, okay? It just does. I just like it. All right? Shut up. Don't judge me. Anyway. I just also need you to have glasses on. Because you're giving me the Vin look. I don't know. I'm just like associating random characters with this poor guy. It might have been rude, but I couldn't help but stare at Tokiwa. I know, right? I look like more of a boss, huh? With this strange Proctor, the best I could do was give him a small consolation smile. I wonder if it showed in my face. I thought I had a pretty good poker face, but I felt like he saw right through me. I felt it during the interview, too. Sammy seemed like a very sharp person. Enough of the formalities. Why don't we cut to the chase? Look how happy and adorable he is. Stop it. He's the boss. He's a little precious muffin. I just want to pat him on the head. Tokiwa's warm demeanor evaporated, and I felt chills running down my back. I technically answered your question earlier, but it's because this isn't just a secondary portion of the test. I'm about to tell you something. You may not believe it. You may have doubts. Do not be afraid to ask questions. Okay, I understand. Now, Sammy will tell you what we were actually called here. Why you were actually called here. Sorry. I'm sure you might be catching on by now. We thought that you might have the ability to see what we refer to as non-humans. Just want to try hitting other random buttons. No, and I don't think that... Oh. It does say the shortcut is the button. But I'm hitting the up button and it doesn't go to the dictionary. I'm hitting the up button. Non-humans. Oh! If you hold that down and then hit the up button, you can go to the dictionary. Okay, that's a little bit better, I guess. It's still not as nice as just hitting the up button. You gotta hold that and hit it. But at least we figured that out. Anyway. Non-humans. A general term for things that aren't normally seen, like Ayakashi or spirits. There are bad ones that trick humans, as well as good ones that guide them. It's a little bit easier to do this and click. Okay, skip past previously read text. Flowchart. Skip scene. Options, status, load. I mean, here's the thing. You can hit the X button, the A button. Oh, from here it's shortcut. Oh, right. It says right there, ZL plus. Okay. I wasn't paying attention. I just saw dictionary. Because options, you can go to X whether you do the shortcut or not. What's status might be with your chosen love interest? Oh, okay. This is neat. Oh, my skill level. Relationship level is like, I guess that green thing, does it fill up maybe? Because we shouldn't have no relationship with any of them. But maybe our little skill wheel fills up. Okay, she is adorable. Look at her. We are super cute. Yeah. So we got the Irish accent. Akuro is going to have, he's got to have the deep voice. Okay. Shiratsuki is going to have the Lupin treatment. Just because that's what we had left over. Hiro's got to have, he seems very kind of mysterious and shy. So he's got to have the sweet voice. And then Shu just looks like your typical kind of like spunky bro dude. So he's got the spunky bro dude kind of voice. You know, the impy voice as we, usually refer to it. Anyway. We're finding out fun things. And then you can save like this, load like this, go to the option. Wow, cool. Neat. I like that. They should have told me you could do that on the thing. Anyway. Good thing I was just poking buttons. Could have broken everything, but anyway. Non-humans. It must be that others can't see them. The mists, the shadow-like beings. I wonder if it has something to do with the things I've been seeing since I was a kid. When you were buying a drink, I'd surprised you to see my Shikigami vanish. But wouldn't we have recognized that it was the dude at the door? Huh. It wasn't quite enough proof of your ability, so I had Tokiwa's Shikigami open the door for you, just to be certain. Oh, okay. So it's the problem when they don't tell you the name because you as the character don't know the characters yet. But, like, if you don't have the voice acting on, you don't hear the different voices to know who's speaking, and I just assumed it was Tokitsugu the whole time, but Tokiwa was actually talking when he's like, that's my Shikigami. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. But anyway. Because I was like, wait. To be certain, so it's important that I see? Do I need this ability for a government job? See? Okay, yeah, we're on that. Exactly. This is not what she expected to be applying for. If you have a question, you should ask it. Don't hold anything back right now.
You must be wondering what kind of job requires the ability to see these things, right?
He was so accurate that it was scary. If Sammy had told me that he could read people's minds, I would have believed him. Well, I can. Fuck. That's right. I don't understand how being able to see them has anything to do with being a government official. Our department is part of the special agency, which works directly with the government. What was it? Special agency? That's the only thing. I do wish it would go to the one that just popped up when you go to the thing, but it's just taking you to the dictionary, not, It would be nicer if while it was on the screen, you just hit the up item and it would... You know what I mean? Like every other guide, but I do like the shortcut. At least it saves a little bit, so. It's not as bad as the ones where you're like, hold on, menu, go to dictionary, then come in here and do this. We've had games like that, but it's not as good as the ones where you're like, oh, hit the button, hit the up arrow, and there we go, there's my journal entry. You know what I mean? Or my, whatever, dictionary, glossary, whatever, but it's in the middle. I'd prefer to just hit the button, but this is easier than navigating 30 menus to get here. Special agency. Founded in the Heian era as the Onmyo Ministry, it has existed through all of Japan's history. It's a secret government agency that has close ties to the Imperial Household Agency.
Hi. What? I know it's getting dark in here, but we'll turn on the light in like 15 minutes or so when we're done playing the game. Hi. Ow! Don't bite me, ass jerk.
The special agency? That's the first I've heard of it. Well, they should have called it the secret agency, and she would have, that's the first I've heard of this secret agency. I guess you can't be mad at her because it's special, and you're like, huh? Special because it's secret. Anyway, they work directly with the government? Based on their expressions, they weren't kidding. I guess I just didn't know about it. I feel like there's a lot of government agencies that, like, just wherever you'd be like, oh, never heard of that one. So you work for this special agency then? Correct. Well, the official name is pretty long. The Special Agency, Occult Bureau, Division 6. Wait. Oh, no, that's Tokiwa. Sorry. The Special Agency, Occult Bureau, Division 6. We often use the ancient name for our division, though. The 6th. Great. Hold on. Oh, God, wait. Which one was it? Division 6. Division 6! An office of the Special Agency, Occult Bureau. Occult Bureau was the other one. Occult Bureau. This department deals with spirits and Ayakashi. The Occult Bureau consists of 6 divisions. The 6th. 6th is not an easy word to say. I knew government names were long, but this one was so tiring it wasn't even funny. People usually call us the Ayakashimori. Huh, there you go. Agents of Sakuratani. Well, we are the agents of Sakuratani because that's where we're going to live, but that's why it's Dairoku Ayakashimori. Anyway. Ayakashimori. They are the protectors of the Ayakashi, with the entirety of Sakuratani under their jurisdiction. They are often called Ayakashi babysitters. I like Ayakashimori better. Doesn't sound as stupid. Ayakashi babysitters. Ayakashimori. Ah, better. That sounds fancy. The Ayakashimori? Protectors or guardians of the Ayakashi. It actually used to be an official position, but these days, some of the other departments just call us the Ayakashi babysitters. Our department dates back to the Heian era, in an era when the Onmyoji flourished. Practitioners of the era began our organization. This is going to be this part, isn't it? Onmyoji. Onmyoji. Those who practice divination, magic, and rituals in the way of the Onmyo. Its spellcasters are many and often versed in other teachings. These days, due to complicated history, we're separated from the other departments. So, is this interview the second part of a test that allows people to get into the 6th? Text is so slow sometimes. You catch on quick. It's actually hard to find new staff members. We're desperate. That's why I sent Seimi over for this test. We need to scout for a person who'd be able to see his Shikigami. And I was that person. Some applicants might have been able to see, but you definitely have the vision we need. Is anyone else taking this second test? Yes, that is the plan. I was relieved there were other applicants. However, your abilities outrank the others, and I really would like you to join the 6th. Wow, so I just got a job right now. Let me think, bitch, take the job! There are other divisions in the department, however, and we aren't allowed to force someone to work for ours if they don't want to. So there are options besides the 6th. There are. As you might have guessed from the name, there are 5 other agencies. You can take on other clerical work within the division, too. The choice is left to the candidate, but it's their aptitude that allows them to take it. Among what we've seen, you're the best. As I said, the 6th deals with the Ayakashi. A better ability makes for a better fighter. A lesser ability means you won't have a strong Shikigami, or be able to use doctrines, right? Doctrines! Doctrines! They're employed similarly to the Onmyoji with Shikigami, and can help seal Ayakashi. There are various types, like Yasha and Dharmapala? Okay. Well, sometimes I see these non-humans, but I don't know any magic or anything. Would that be alright? Don't worry, we can accommodate for that. We provide educational and practical training. Training aside, you'll learn from mentors, too. I'll learn how to use spells? Well, you'll learn the basics. Education is important. Spells can return back to their casters, you know. Gotta be careful. Even if you have no knowledge of the Ayakashi, we can teach you everything during training. If you choose the position, senior members support the newbies, so everything will be fine. Will you support me? I want you to support me. I know I can't date you, but I wish I could. I see. I don't know if I have the aptitude for the Ayakashimori, but... Oh, wait, is he gonna be, in the final round, he's gonna be, like, the end-all be-all evil or something? Because he's, like, a side character, and, like... It's actually funny, because I feel like... Like, I recognize some of the, like... characters that the other main VAs have done, but I don't they're not, like, the names... Like, certain names stick in your head, and you're like, you know certain voice actors, like... left and right. You're like, oh yeah, okay, that's like, but, you know, but it's so funny because I feel like the side characters in this, like Kaito Ishikawa's in this, Yuki Ono, freaking Jun Fukuyama, and you're like, they're in everything. Like, I know their names at this point, and then the other ones, you're like, I know the roles that they've done, but I don't know if I recognize their names. Like, but they're the main characters, and the side characters are the ones I recognize. It's kind of fucking weird. Yeah. I mean, it's obviously just, like, because they're the people I recognize, but it's just funny. A government job I've never heard of before. Even if the department has a lot of history, I feel skeptical that government officials would be watching over something like an Ayakashi. I guess she doesn't feel skeptical that Ayakashi exists. Because she's like, I see weird shit, so... But, like, if they were like, oh, you saw that guy, and you're like, yeah, that was weird. You can see ghosts, so let's go ghost hunting. And you'd be like, I think you're crazy. I can tell that these two weren't joking, but it doesn't make me any less anxious. You called it the special agency. Is this really an official government job? We didn't even tell you the best part, did we? If we're going by the book, to the public, we're just general government workers. Knowledge of the special agency is even limited among cabinet officials in each ministry. It's top secret, even among higher-ups. He's so proud of himself, I feel like. It is an incredibly special position. Sammy showed me his ID. It looks like an ordinary government ID, right? We barely use them, but things often happen here, so we have them issued just in case. I'd have imagined working with the Ayakashi would be off the record, but this seems quite official. Wait, did he just say here? What exactly did you mean when you said things happen here? I'm talking about here, the real world, where we are, a human's reality. Oopsie! Hold on. Okay, wait. I think I just skipped by accident. I'm talking about the real world. Okay, I just accidentally, like... Can we go back to this scene? Okay, let's go rewind, because Okay. The real world. And then I meant to hit up, but I accidentally hit sideways. But let's go to real world. Oh. Real world. The world of the humans, which most would consider as reality. Realm of the dead. That says new, but I don't remember seeing that unless it's on the current text. A world separate from the real world. Okay. It might be on this screen that we jumped to. Okay, so I'm talking about the real world. Okay. Yeah, this didn't have a thing. That's weird. Where did Realm of the Dead come from? Anyway. As opposed to the home of the Ayakashi, the sixth has jurisdiction over their world, the Realm of the Dead. Okay, there it is. Known as Sakuratani. We do most of the job from Sakuratani. We return for Ayakashi transfers or days off. But I guess Chief Tokiwa comes and goes often. It's part of the job. I come back for meetings. We can do without the idle chatter, So the Realm of the Dead is my office? This is all pretty confusing. They just made me privy to alternate worlds, but they just talk about it like it's normal. Because if you go back and take a different job and you're like, yeah, and I got offered this job to deal with, like, spirits and shit, like, people are like, this girl's crazy. Like, no one's gonna believe you. I know this is all hard to swallow, but this division is real, and we're really conducting interviews for a position within it. He's got that right. It's hard to just accept that there's another world where Ayakashi exist. The existence of non-humans here is one thing, but an entire world separate from ours? But every doubt I had was met with this burning curiosity to see it. Most of us Ayakashimori come from families of shrines, temples, and onmyoji, but our numbers are dwindling every year. We need people to scout like he did today, or we can't handle our daily load of mysteries. It must have been fate that Sammy brought you to me, so I'd love to bring you on as an Ayakashimori. This is a unique job requiring special abilities, and they're out here looking for candidates. If they think I have the aptitude for it, it's an opportunity for me to see this world. I can find out if any of this is true or not, and they might even train me on how to deal with these non-humans too. I can't always depend on my amulet. If I can learn to protect myself, why not? Okay, if there's anything I still... Wait, if you think I have the aptitude for it, then I'll accept your offer. I'm really happy to hear that, Miss Spacey. May I also ask why you've decided to take on this position? Tokiwa smiled. He was looking right into my eyes. He has a look on his face that's like, why are you taking it? You offered me the job. You're going to pay me, right? Yeah, okay. I want to see the world of the Ayakashi. They both looked at each other. Did that sound immature? I was waiting for their response when Sammy got up. The world of the Ayakashi, huh? He repeated me. I couldn't read his expression. It isn't a wrong answer. It is the home of the Ayakashi, after all. Tokiwa gathered his documents and got up from his seat as well. I figured the interview was ending, so I stood. This concludes your interview. I'll send your offer letter and training details. Okay, thank you very much. Good luck with training. It'll be a lot, but hey, there's food. It's good too. Tokitsugu, don't say things like that to her before she's officially joined. What? You told me all about Ayakashi and a weird spirit realm and all this shit, but him telling me about food is bad? Dude! I think you need to sort out, like, what is important here. Hey, it's the truth, Itsuya. They're close, considering their relationship. Secret lovers. I'm just kidding. Sorry about that. Don't worry about a thing. I'll look forward to working with you, Spacey. I look forward, not I'll. Anyway. Thanks. I'm looking forward to it too. The end. After some time, I received 2 letters. The special agency offer for Division 6, and another letter from the government exam that stated I was rejected for the clerical job. Of course I was rejected. I didn't interview. I put the rejection letter in the shredder and opened the bulky acceptance letter. Okay, so I technically could have stopped there, but I wasn't 100% sure if I could save on that screen, but we'll save here, and we'll go into her reading her acceptance letter and everything in the next part. So far, so good. You know, intro part, nothing wrong. Seems interesting. You know, we're going to have a blast. It's going to be fun. We're on an adventure. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.